What is going on, Movie Meals? Well, no one's playing us off. We could film for days. We're here. Hopefully Kyle's right here, bigger, and I'll figure it out. Hopefully we figured it out. We're here. Our Oscar ballots, our final predictions. Kyle and I and a couple others. We're making bets again this year. We got some money on the table. I love it. My mom's joining in, even though she told me she's guessing on everything. But here we go. We're gonna skip some of the quicker some of the categories we may like. I've seen a few of the shorts, animated and the live action, that are just easy to access.
Rooting for Hair Love.
Hair Love's one of the one I watched. I liked Hair Love.
Yeah, it's good.
That's also my pick.
Same here. That's the only one I know.
So we're gonna skip those ones. We're gonna do the main ones. We'll save Best Picture for last. I think we're gonna start. Let's start with the acting, because I think we're gonna be the same on everything. I have a feeling it's gonna come down to technical. So we're gonna start with let's start with actress in a leading role. I have it locked in. It's Renee Zellweger. I've got it locked in. That's my pick. I don't have a should win. It's Renee. It's going to go into her.
Yeah, by everything that I've seen, it's going to be Renee's award to win. She's going to be the clear front runner. I'm just going to be rooting for Johansson for Marriage Story, but I think Renee will easily get this one.
I think it's Renee's to take.
We did do a review on Judy, but she was really good in it.
She's incredible.
Yeah, there's a review.
Actor in a leading role, I think it's the Clown Prince of Crime. It's Joker. I don't think Leo. I have not seen Pain and Glory. Adam Driver would be my second choice. I did watch Two Popes, and Jonathan Pryce was good. I would have put other actors in that spot, but I think Adam Driver would be the only kind of competitor, but I don't think it's close. I think Joaquin's already won it. All of the actors and actresses we're about to list, by the way, have been sweeping every other award show.
Yeah.
Everything. They've been sweeping it all. So let's get into actress in a supporting role. I've got Laura Dern.
Same.
Yep, she's been sweeping. And then actor in a supporting role, the guy who will probably make another Tinder joke, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I think he's the clear front runner, especially in this category. I don't think it's close.
And he's never won for acting, so it'll be cool to see him get his first, because he's only won for 12 Years a Slave as a producer.
Oh, that's right. He did produce that,
didn't
he?
So it'll be really interesting to see him get that award.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get into something that I think I'm going to jump to this because I just want to debate it now. So let's go into animated feature, because I haven't locked in my pick. I've been doing nothing but research. I haven't locked in the pick, and it's because I'm torn. And Kyle, let me tell you why. I keep turning because I'm facing the camera, but hopefully he's big, so it'll look really weird. But anyway, let me tell you, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
I think I Lost My Body, I think, should win this award. I think I Lost My Body is the best animated movie of the year. I think it's creative, it's unique, it's on Netflix right now. Get past the subtitles and go watch it. I think it's an incredibly beautiful story. That being said,
I finally did see it too. It's awesome.
That being said, I don't think it will win.
Yeah.
It should. Now I'm torn. Missing Link won the Globe, but that's it. Toy Story 4, How to Train Your Dragons won nothing, and I really liked How to Train Your Dragon. That would be my third choice on this list.
Okay.
Toy Story 4, I do not think should win. I've seen a lot of pundits have it as the winner. I don't think it deserves to be there, and I think it should be Klaus. I think Klaus is the second best animated movie of the year, and I've just decided I'm locking it in. I'm going Klaus. I'm locking it in. Even though I think Toy Story 4's got a serious shot and is probably the winner here, but I don't think it deserves it. I don't think it's as good as 1, 2, or 3. And, What do you think of all my big rant?
I think the animated feature category is actually, the category that the Academy has nailed. I think these are all very, very well done movies.
Did you see Missing Link?
I did, back when it premiered in April.
Look at this guy!
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that.
It's a nice movie. The stop motion animation is incredible, of course. It wasn't one that I remember the most of, but it is a nice movie. But I do think the Academy is going to pick Toy Story 4. I just think it's the Pixar, Disney Pixar mantra of if it's there, you nominate for it. But I'm gonna be hoping for Klaus. I finally saw Klaus, and I adore that movie
Klaus,
so much.
until I
And
saw...
I would love for that to win.
Klaus, until I saw I Lost My Body a couple weeks ago. Klaus was the best animated movie of 2019. Klaus blew me away. It's light years better than the rest. And I like Toy Story 4, but it is my... I have not seen Missing Link, so I put it as the fourth best movie in that category. It might win. Some critics believe it will go to Klaus because Klaus has been winning other animated awards right now going around. Klaus and Missing Link have kind of been winning everything, and there's some people think that the Academy's got some Disney hate for right now.
I've heard a little of that too. Yeah.
And I think people, if the voters are sitting there and they go, well, Toy Story 3 was better, I don't want to vote for Toy Story 4.
It was.
And Klaus, easily accessible. A lot of people might have seen it on Netflix. I think Klaus is a real shot. I'm locking in Klaus. We have to have some differences. I think Toy Story 4 probably will win, but I'm pushing for Klaus. It deserves to win. It's got to be Klaus or I Lost My Body for me. All right, what should we move to? Should we go to screenplay? Sounds nice.
I was going to say makeup and hairstyle if you want to get it out of the way. Whichever one.
Sure, we can go makeup and hairstyling. I have locked in Bombshell, but I think Joker is the biggest competitor, but I do think it is going to end up going to Bombshell for what they did to make Charlize look like Megyn Kelly. Is that her name, right?
Megyn Kelly, yeah.
What do you got?
No, I think Bombshell will win just because everyone was blown away by how well it was done to make Charlize look like Megyn Kelly. But I actually think Judy is the biggest competitor instead of Joker.
Really?
I think people were impressed by how much Renee not only sounded but just looks like Judy Garland.
That's interesting.
Her name.
I did a lot of research into this year. It's extremely competitive. This year is, outside of the actors, this year is insane compared to last year. And you were the only person I have heard say Judy was the top competitor. Everything else I've said is said Joker, but it's going to go to Bombshell. Yeah. So I've got Bombshell.
Weird. I didn't hear anything about Joker.
That's really interesting.
That's funny.
Let's move to original screenplay. I've got locked in Parasite. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, though, is a serious contender. I do think Knives Out would be such a great, deserving surprise choice, though. But I do have locked in Parasite. What about you?
I'm actually the opposite of you. I think Hollywood loves Hollywood, that they're going to vote for Quentin Tarantino's script, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I would love to see them be able to vote for Parasite, because that script is just as incredible, if not more so. Yeah.
All right. Adapted screenplay. I have Jojo Rabbit. I think Jojo Rabbit is the clear-cut front runner. I think maybe the only thing kind of close is Little Women. I don't think the rest of the scripts are that amazing to propel it forward. I think Jojo Rabbit is a clear-cut winner here.
I would love for Jojo Rabbit to be the winner as well. That's the one I'm rooting for. But I have a weird, deep gut feeling that the Joker script is going to be the winner here. Like, it's not really based on any pundits in Hollywood saying anything about it or nothing, but it's
Kyle's own insanity.
Yeah, it's my own insanity. It's my lack of trust in the Academy that they're going to be voting for Joker over Jojo Rabbit, but it's based off of nothing. I could very
So are you locking in Jojo or are you locking in Joker?
I'll be locking in Joker, but I'm
Woo!
going to be rooting hard for Jojo Rabbit.
Man, I hope I win that one. That's going to make up for if I lose animated feature. So I need you to lose. Same with original screenplay, we have different.
Yeah, they're flipped. Well, that was flipped.
So let's move on. Is there anything specific you want to move to? How about
cinematography, visual effects?
Oh, okay. Let's do cinematography and then jump to visual effects because visual effects is extremely interesting to me. Cinematography, I think it's 1917. I think it's going to Roger Deakins. Second win after Blade Runner 2049. I think the movie's insane. I don't think The Irishman, Joker deserve really to be there as much. I really like the cinematography in the Lighthouse and Once Upon a Time, but I think 1917 it's not even close to me. I think he's winning.
It's another Joker suspicion. I think Joker's gonna win cinematography here. Next to.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking that in.
No!
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a weird
gosh,
choice.
Kyle's locking in Joker.
Um,
Wow.
Next to the score that everyone raves about for Joker, cinematography is another thing that they rave about there. I could see 1917
Wow.
winning, but I think for cinematography, Joker could take this one.
So you think maybe the voters are like, no, the one shot, all that cool visuals, that was all Birdman years ago. We're going to give it to somebody else.
They could think it's a shtick. I could see that being
Wow.
something that they're thinking of.
Wow.
But I would love to see The Lighthouse pull an upset, but there's no way.
1917 has been sweeping this in other award contentions. That's interesting. That's crazy. Kyle, you and I are going to have a fun night, man.
Yeah, I could easily see myself being very wrong in a lot of
Wow.
things.
All right, why don't real quick before we go to the visual effects and such, let's jump to original score real quick since you said that Joker's getting so much love for that, and I agree, and that's why I have locked in Joker.
Same.
I think 1917 score was really great though, and I think it deserves to be there. I also am a big lover of the Rise of Skywalker score. I get why it's there, but it's mainly a John Williams is done with Star Wars, which might have been taken where people heard that he said he's retiring from making scores for Star Wars movies, where they said he's retiring, which he is not. That might have been the reason he got nominated, but I didn't think the score in Marriage Story was super outstanding because I don't really remember it. I remember the acting and the incredible performances. Same with Little Women compared to the others, but I think it's Joker.
No, I think Joker has this one locked. I think 1917 score is a bit more memorable to me. I think it's more integral to its story.
It was
overall.
so good. I loved the score in 1917.
Yeah, it really stood out to me over these other nominees. But I think this is one of the big things that people love about Joker, and it's going to win because of that.
Okay, let's jump over to visual effects because this is insanely interesting to me. I did so much research. And every person, and this is what swayed me to pick this vote. I'm going with 1917 because everybody was saying 1917, and that blows me away that Avengers Endgame is in this, and that is not the clear-cut front-runner to me because the visual effects are so incredible, so heavy in that movie, and you don't think of a movie like 1917 having visual effects in that way. When you think of visual effects, you think of that big spectacle. But I lock in 1917 because too many people, smarter people in Hollywood voted for it, and I got too nervous.
Smart is a generous word.
Harsh. Harsh.
But I do think they're going to vote for 1917 as well. I could see that happening. Fanboy Kyle's going to root for Endgame, but I think they're going to vote for 1917.
So you've got 17 locked in?
Yeah, that's going to be my
Endgame, I don't think if The Irishman wins, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh my god.
Because the CGI looked great in some spots and horrible in other spots.
It looked horrible a lot of the time for sure. Yeah, the Irishman getting that is very generous.
Let's kind of speed through this. Since we're going off 1917, I actually have 1917 winning both sound editing and sound mixing.
Same.
I do think Ford v Ferrari is in serious contention, but the Oscars has a tendency right now where the last few years the winner of both or one win that a movie ends up winning for both categories, which there's such a difference in editing and mixing. From the past, it used to be different movies, but recently it's been both, and I think it's going to end up going to 1917.
Yeah, agreed.
Film editing, though, of the whole film, I think it's going to be Ford v Ferrari, and I've got it locked in.
Same.
Oh, look at you, Boo Bear. I do think, I mean, we didn't 1917 wasn't even nominated for that. I do think Parasite is in contention, and I think Parasite would be a worthy win.
I'd be fine with that too.
I think Ford v Ferrari is going to take it. Let's jump
Real
to...
quick,
You go.
I read an anonymous ballot, and when it came to film editing, a person made out a good point that they would vote for Jojo Rabbit because it's edited so well to help the jokes land. And I think that's actually a very good point. I would like for that to also win.
That would be interesting. I hadn't thought about that. I'm curious to see how many... Sorry, go ahead.
You go.
Well, we've got 9,000 people in the Academy voting. It's jumped from 6 to 9 something thousand. Yeah. I don't think a lot of the stuff we're hearing from anonymous sources are anywhere close to the masses. I really don't. I think a lot of people take their due time and want to see I think most people who work in Hollywood, I think, love seeing movies. And I think when they get these screeners, they're excited to watch them. And I think that's why A Parasite is getting so much love. Do they tend to lean one way because a majority of them are still old white guys? Absolutely. But I think this I'm voting for Americans here and whatnot is a little bit more the minority.
I hope so, man.
But yeah. So that is interesting. JoJo would be cool there. Real quick, international Parasite. You've got Parasite, right?
Yeah, it's Parasite.
Yeah, if Parasite doesn't win, and it does end up going to either Les Mis or Pain and Glory, which I hear are the two kind of only contenders, I think if Parasite does not win international, I think it's winning Best Picture. And we'll get more into that. But I think if it does not win international, that's going to be the signal that you have made your mistake or you have not on Best Picture. But real quickly, I want to jump to production design, and then we'll do, let's do production design, song, and then we'll jump right into Best Picture.
You want to do costume design too?
Oh, yeah, let's do that as well. Production design, I do not have locked in, so let me hear yours because I'm super torn.
I was leaning towards 1917 and Once Upon a Time between those two. I ended up swaying towards Once Upon a Time. I would personally vote for 1917, but I think Once Upon a Time will win because it really helped set like the tone and set like the environment of what 1969 was like in Hollywood, and I think a lot of people really loved that and appreciated that. And I think that the same will be going for costume design. I think that will go to Once Upon a Time for the same reason.
Wow. All right. So production design, I've locked in 1917 as you were talking. Thinking back to how they shot it in one long super take, they built all those structures to follow one after the other. I think that is super important, although I was really torn because I think Parasite is actually a huge contender because they built that entire street block that they live on, and I think that is a huge contender there.
Yeah.
And but I'm going to lock in 1917. I don't think so, and that's why I didn't vote for it. I do think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is in contention, but not as much. Once Upon a Time came out a little more in the summer. Do people remember it as much in the voting? I think that has hurt it a little bit. For costume design, I locked in Little Women.
Interesting.
Because I think Little Women is going to get love somewhere. I think the costumes were great, and I actually think I would go Little Women and then Jojo Rabbit and then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's very interesting.
Because none of the designs there's maybe one or two designs that I think really show a lot in Once Upon a Time. I think Brad Pitt has a really pretty iconic look. Some of the cowboy stuff. I do think it could go to Once Upon a Time, and I think it's very possible, but I think Little Women will get one of its nominations. All right, let's move. What were we going to move to? We did production. Original song, I've got Love Me Again, Rocket Man.
Same.
Rocket Man Deserve More Love should be in there. I don't think anything's close except for maybe Into the Unknown. What else did we want to go to? Let's just go to the last two big ones. Directing and Best Picture.
Yeah, it looks like those are it.
Okay. Who do you got for directing? I'm making you take the first one.
I think it's going to go to Bong Joon-ho.
Wow.
It's my pick.
Wow.
It's my lock. I think the Academy does love Parasite, and they do want to reward him for it outside of international film. But this pick will also go into what I think Best Picture will be as well, but that's all I'll say about it. I think it's Bong Joon-ho.
You know what? No, let's blur the line here. I haven't made my final picks. So I'm torn between Sam Mendes and Bong Joon-ho, but I don't think the winner, because I'm also torn between Parasite and 1917 for Best Picture, and I don't think one will win both. I think one's going to win the other.
Yeah, I agree.
If you agree, so you must have 1917 for Best Picture.
No.
Whoa, he's going Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Little Women it is. I want to lock in... Oh, this is tough.
We're burning daylight, Owl.
I'm going to lock in Sam Mendes.
All right.
I don't know if he's going to end up winning. Bong Joon-ho, I'm not sure enough. I don't know. I'm just locking in Sam. I think Bong Joon-ho's got a real shot. If I change my mind last second, you will be notified during our recap. But I think that's who I'm going to end up going with, is Sam Mendes.
Nice.
So, Best Picture, who you got? Because I have nothing.
It was, I think the top three front runners are 1917, Parasite, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. As much as I would love for Parasite to win this one, I just don't think the Academy is going to pull the trigger on that. I think that's why they're going to nominate Bong Joon-ho for Best Director. And I think the Academy is instead going to give it to 1917. I think that they know, like, it's a very great movie. I think they see that audiences are loving it, that the critics love it, that is just technically amazing to watch. I just see that being the winner here out of those three. Yeah.
I think you're right for Best Picture. I think it's going to end up going to 1917. I don't think it's down to three. I really just think it's down to 1917 and Parasite. I think Once Upon a Time and maybe a Jojo Rabbit are actually the two kind of dark horses. I don't think
Jojo is the one I really want to.
I don't think Marriage Story, Little Women, Joker, Irishman, or Ford v Ferrari are even close to contending. I think Once Upon a Time and JoJo, I guess, are just a tiny bit behind, or pretty far behind. I think you're right. It's gonna go to 1917, and so I think I am gonna on here before I really lock in. I think I'm gonna go with you. I think I'm gonna go Bong Joon-ho for Parasite and directing. Oh, I'm so nervous.
A lot is riding on this.
I know, 10 whole bucks. That's not true. It'll be
buckaroos.
winner gets like 70. Well, depending how many people actually play, but yeah, it's just tough. It's kind of there's this weird love for Parasite that's hitting hard. I think Parasite could really win Best Picture. It's just loved all around.
I would love it. I just don't have trust. I just don't trust the Academy because I'm just stubborn.
Yeah, and are they gonna? I just don't know.
I do think it's top three though, but
all right, I'm gonna go with it. That's what I'm gonna go with now. If I've made my final pick, watch my social media, follow me at Movie Meal Al. Maybe I'll publicly put it there that I've changed my pick. But I right now I'm thinking 1917 and Bong Joon-ho. I think you're right. It's scary, man. Maybe they will win back to back. Maybe it will go director, Best Picture. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, who does know? But that's just how I'm feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be tough too. If Parasite does not win international feature, I think it's winning Best Picture. There's no way it's not going to win one. So if it wins international, I think 1917 is pretty off smooth sailing from there. But if it doesn't, I think Parasite is going to shock the world and take it. Well, the world not named any critic who pays attention, but yeah, I think I'll go with 1917 for now.
Nice.
All right, you got any final thoughts?
Hope the show is going to be fun to watch. Hope there could possibly be surprises. And hopefully my personal picks will be the winners over what I think the Academy wins.
Yeah, we'll see who wins. I hope the films that I really love will get recognized. I love when it gets diverse. A lot of people end up winning, so I hope it'll be a good show, hopefully, even with no host. But yeah, guys, what do you think? What are your picks? Put them down below. What are you locking in? What do you think's going to win all the big awards, the small awards? Please let us know in the comments down below. We will be doing a recap as well. And hey, remember to like, subscribe, share, and as always, thanks for watching.
See you guys.